Oh no. It's not on Strava, that didn't happen. Shit. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. What we're doing today, we're down at Sherwood Pines, as you can see. It's currently around about 12:30. I've booked to hire a bike, an electric bike, for 3 hours this time. It is a Haibike All Mtn CF9, I think it is, or CF9, I can't remember which one it is. I've had a right day though, so we're down here staying in the caravan, as you can see on the other channel. But we didn't have the dogs for a couple of days, so I've basically been up this morning. Instead of coming home, we wanted to stay away, so we planned this already for me to drive up and get the dogs. So I had to get up at 5:30, drive to Newcastle, 3 hours, pick the dogs up, drive back 3 hours to Sherwood. We're then here till tomorrow, and then tomorrow we're going to Windermere for 3 or 4 days at Windermere. I did plan my bike hire yesterday, but the Great British weather intervened, knocked out on the heat. But the guys at the cycle place where I booked the bike hire were canny sound. I says, look, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't plan to hire a bike, but I keep some of my biking gear in the back of the van. Cut a long story short, have a helmet and no else. So I was like, the guys, I've got no wet gear, I've got nout. Is there any way you can like help us move it till tomorrow? So then they helped us move it and we've shifted it till today. But the thing is, they're shut early, so I had to get back sharp to then get there to rent the bike for 3 hours. So they just basically said, whenever you get back, just come straight along. So I've dropped the dogs off in the caravan with Steph and Daisy, and we're heading along now. You can see there's loads going on here. There's like a big go ape thing, cycle trails, walking trails, all sorts. But this is where we're going. This is what we are working with. Still not really sure what model it is. The guy didn't really know, he wasn't meant to be there, the guy was on his dinner. But let's get the chest mount out. We've come to this trail here, 8 miles. Let's see what all this is about then. Right, this is Sherwood Pines Outlaw Trail, red route. We're going to go down, not in turbo, in MTB. Whoa. Oh, the bike recorded a jump. Haha, that's clever. Oh, recorded another one. And another one. And another one. Hadzi. Hope shouldn't probably stop on a trail like this, but I need to sort my helmet out, it's a bit loose. But how I need to go. Feels alright this so far, like a little bit impressed. It like turns pretty well in that. Some rattling on the brake disc here, like. Aye, moves alright and all. Oh, I'm impressed. Oh, I've been seeing people cross here all the time. The flying pig. Let's go, boys! Says that you might want to do a red and a blue. I went, how long's a red like? Well, he went, you want to chuck a red in? And I was like, oh, well, how long's a red? He says 8 mile with no elevation. And I'm like, 8 mile with no elevation in 3 hours? Flying long, yeah. over the top. This one's called. Some climbing to do here, so I thought I'd put it into turbo mode. Just give it a little whip up here. Oh, drops. Oh. What the shit? Oh, should have been off there. Oh, diversion. What I will say about this, in all the other e-bikes I've ridden, because this is technically test ride number 4, is it just feels like the rest of them. Very high powered motor, all the rest of it. Handles like an e-bike, which just feels a bit heavy. It's not very confidence inspiring jumping it. Like I have been jumping it there, but not high at all, if I'm honest. Probably not even a jump, more like a little bit of a lift. I'm struggling to find one that I would purchase at the minute apart from the Trek, because that Trek just stands out. The motor wasn't the most powerfulest, etc, but it just handled like an absolute dream. Whereas this just feels like the Obia, which just feels like the rest of them. The Obia, the Santa Cruz, where, I don't know, it's like a motor and a battery just strapped together. I would really like to, but I don't know if I could afford one in any way. I was talking to a guy the other day here about an Amflow. I would really like to test ride one of them, because they're all meant to be pretty light. I think they're not far off the Trek. I mean, I must admit, it would be a little bit of a joy to ride this kind of powerful motor, this kind of power. In a light bike. But if I was sitting there just doing a bit of a deep dive on the stats of my last rides, and they were all pretty much the same, even though that bike was less power. The Trek was less power. I think it was like half the power of the other two, but it was lighter. I think it was about 18, 19 kilos, if I remember rightly. I mean, I'm not one big on numbers. I just know it felt lighter. That's all I'm going to say about that. It just felt a lot lighter. So I don't know at the minute. Red optional loop, 1.5 mile. Oh, well, why not? What do you do here then? You go down there. I just felt like that, so that's the only one that kind of stood out to me, if I'm honest. Like, I'm trying to work out there, the MTB Plus and the turbo mode feel the same. I remember on one of the last bikes I had, I tested, the guy was saying the MTB Plus mode, it learns off you or something. It just gives you what you need, and I don't know. So it's kind of like a turbo mode, he was saying. So if you push harder, it assists more. If you push less, it like learns off you, which is quite clever, I suppose. See these kind of trails here, I think the e-bike, it's just too big. Man, I bet if you get used to it, you start flinging it in a bit. And the last bike I rode down these was like a lightweight specialised enduro, and you would just fly down them. You just whip it in, you would. See, it's like there, right? I'm pedalling along, I've hit the limit. It's like strange. Feels, I don't know. I want to think of a way to explain it. See, I'm coming down here now, and I feel like if I was on a non-e-bike, I would be hammering down here, but it feels like now, almost, someone's got an anchor on it, pulling us back, is what it feels like. It really does. It feels hard to like pull it on the bars and jump it sometimes. And it doesn't inspire that much confidence into doing anything like that. The decoupling of the motor is what spoils these bikes for me. It is. You get into a flow, into a groove, and it's just pulling you back, especially coming downhill. It's weird because these trails here are dead flowy and fast. There's not much elevation. I mean, the guys did warn us there's no elevation here. It's more like cross-country trails, this, and like this thing's just timing out every 2 minutes. It's no fault through the bit. I mean, I don't know if you were somewhere else, you might get a different experience. A bit more elevation or whatever, you might feel it a bit more, I don't know. But I would say I've noticed that I've noticed that in everyone I've read, it's a decoupling that's ruining it for me. It's a tale of like two halves, isn't it? You can have a ride uphill and enjoy it, and not enjoy your downhills, or you can ride uphill and not enjoy it and enjoy your downhills. It's up to you. Like another thing I'll say about this bike as well, it's got like electronic shifting on it, which is kind of impressive, to be honest. It's kind of impressive, but like, I feel like it's pointless having gear. I don't know what gear that is I'm in. I've never changed gear yet, really. I think once or twice, maybe 1 up or 2 up, or 1 up and 2 down, I don't know. I don't even know and wonder what circumstances you'd use that top cog, because it is absolutely huge. Especially with this motor, even in equal. Crazy. We are back on the trail. Little stop and banana there, little debrief. We're following a diversion again. There seems to be a lot of the forest is shut at the minute. Oh. Tornado alley. Oh, it's difficult this. Oh, this turned out to be a fucking disaster. I've left my sunglasses on the bench where I haven't even been on it before. Luckily it's only about a mile or two from here. I haven't got a clue where it is, but I've downloaded my map onto Strava. I'm going to try and backtrack to it. Fuck, it's turned into a rescue movie now. Here we go. Oh, some fucking boy like, just fucking come pedalling and proper mission. With my phone in my hand, backtracking. Mountain bikers kicking off with his ass for some up trails. And look what I found. Look what I found, yes. I'm buzzing. Oh, I'm going to celebrate with a nice gummy. So we've got 52% of battery left. Oh, 51. I've just started the blue trail. It looks pretty tame-ish. Oh God. Apart from this bit here. In the Garrett's it flows. It's another 8 mile. I'm going to say so far, you know what, it's a really nice bike, this it is, but like, he's retail at nearly 7 grand, I think it's £6,800 he's got one in the shop for. Just don't know if I'd spend that much on one. Just couldn't see myself doing this. Alright. I will also say that I think we've clocked about 12, 13, maybe 14 mile already. We're on 7.5 mile here now. 51% MTB, let's go. You alright?
Don't forget your ID.
Ah, okay, alright. Thank you very much. What model's that bike then, is it?
It's a All Mtn CF9.
CF9?
Yeah.
Power on that motor, is it one? Is that the update on that one?
So the update on that one. So in turbo, it should be at 120. That
120?
Yeah.
So is that the same as the Amflow then?
Well, Amflows, dependent on what model, I think some of them are capped at 130, I think some of them are 150.
Ah.
They are. So they're a little less power than what an Amflow is. But...
Do you know what I think spoils an e-bike? Because I've test rode a few now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to buy one, because I had one years ago. I think what spoils me when the motor uncouples.
That's it.
You kind of like...
You're like hitting a brick wall, aren't you?
You get like in a bit of a... Like, especially, yeah, it's very flowy.
Yeah.
And you're flying, even downhill or even uphill, you're kind of flying, and you're putting the pedals and it just feels like you're getting pulled, like someone's telling you to stop.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, if you're on a normal mountain bike and you're coming downhill, you can really fly and play with it a bit. On them, it's as if you're being told off for going too fast. It's like, what happens when you do restrict them then? Apart from battery life, motorway, stuff like that?
Yeah, battery life, motorway, all the rest of it, but you can get like 28 mile an hour out of them.
Can you?
You do shift, yeah. Obviously you lose your warranty and all the rest of it, but it's not bad.
Be next, it's just that, if you get rid of that uncoupling on the motor, I think it'd be much more fun to play with them.
It's like if maybe they even just raised it up to 20 mile an hour, that'd be enough, wouldn't it?
Aye. Grab some essentials for the whole pack. Quite nice this. It's like a peanut butter crunch bar thing. So that was the Haibike All Mtn CF9 with the Bosch motor update, the guy said, or it had the update on the motor, 120 Newton meters. Don't know, like, I'm from a cycling background, so I feel like the motor to me didn't feel that impressive, like didn't feel more powerful than the other motors I've tried. Popping the Bosch one, the Bosch one, popping the Trek one. We just did a total there of 22 and a half, 23 miles. Took it back, the battery had 31% left on it. Not much climbing around here at all, like I'm going through the elevation stats, but I'll probably hazard a guess probably not more than 500 foot up and down, like. There's not much climbing at all. I will admit though, I was motoring around, I was like literally flat out, only MTB mode, didn't go into any other mode. Don't know what to think about like rib bikes. Like I said to the guy there in the shop, like, you know what ruins your fun? That motor uncoupling. I somehow feel like doing a 22 mile loop there, I would probably, on the old stock bike I had, the cross country bike, I would have probably enjoyed that more on this type of terrain. Very flowy, the stuff you're riding on. I'm still hooked on the Trek, I think. Like, I don't know, I feel like the bike manufacturers are going down this route of making motors powerful, and the guys on the YouTube and that, the influencers, they're like lapping it up and they're flying up with these motors, and they're almost pushing like we want more power. But I don't think that's the route to go, me, you know, I don't. Well, I mean, obviously they're going to go down any route that sells, so if that's what's selling, that's the route they're going to go down. But for me, I personally feel like I would like them to even just stick with the, I don't know, the 100 Newton meters of torque motor or whatever it is, or just stick with the motors they've got and the power they've got, but make everything more lighter. Like that bike there, this terrain isn't that testing, there's not much of a downhill here. You can see on the videos some nice flowy bits, but that bike there doesn't handle the best for me, I think. That's something that jumps out straight away on most e-bikes that I ride. And I'm not a pro rider, I'm not, but it's the handling. It's kind of like all they're doing at the minute is making the fun bit, the uphill bit, because the downhill bit, I don't know. You see these videos of guys riding them downhill, but like half the guys that ride them downhill like that are like pros. I'm not a pro. Every time I ride an e-bike downhill, the front end just seems to slide away. I mean, some could argue it's down to setup and all the rest of it, and it probably is. But it's just the first thing I notice on every e-bike's the handling. I don't know, but anyway, I'm on the way back to the caravan. Because then tomorrow we are transferring across to Windermere. So we'll be going from Sherwood to Windermere. Kind of little drive across. Nice little day. And we've got the dogs back, so right in the moose to eat. Give them a little run around here. Caravan's just up there, look, through the woods. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you like mountain bikes, like and subscribe, because there might be some more mountain bike content.